It's day 27. We're getting close to the end of our magnificent 30-day English vocabulary challenge. We're learning 105 words from the academic word list with real-life examples, quizzes, words that will help you have sophisticated English conversations, and words you need to know if you're preparing for the IELTS or TOEFL exam. I've been watching the posts you've been making about this challenge. It's incredible, inspiring. Make up a sentence to a word you learn and post it on social. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and don't forget to download the study guide that goes with this 30-day challenge. You can do that by clicking here or the link in the video description. Learn the words, ace the quizzes. You've got this. The first word today is primary.
Primary.
As an adjective, it means most important, basic, or essential. Also, happening or coming first. Your safety is our primary concern. The most important concern. Let's look again up close and in slow motion.
Primary. 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 Primary.
And now we'll go to Youglish for 5 examples.
But the primary responsibility is really to manage the retirement benefits for public employees.
The primary responsibility, the most important thing this person or organization does.
But the primary responsibility is really to manage the retirement benefits for public employees.
Here's another example.
But they're prescribed by primary care doctors who don't have the kind of follow-up that you have.
Primary care doctors. In the US, this is what we call your main doctor, and you can think of it as the one you see first. Some insurance plans require that you first see this doctor before seeing a specialist. Your primary care doctor should know everything about your health and recommend you see specialists as needed.
But they're prescribed by primary care doctors who don't have the kind of follow-up that you have.
Here's another example.
It was very much a concern, a very primary concern.
A very important concern.
It was very much a concern, a very primary concern.
Another example.
It's based on, the primary documents in many cases, primary sources.
Primary documents and primary sources. Let's explain these terms with secondary sources. Let's say you're doing a research paper on Beethoven, and you're researching what his diet was, what he ate. A primary source would be something that he wrote, letters, for example, where he mentions what he ate for breakfast, or maybe in his papers you find a menu for a dinner party he gave, also a primary source. A secondary source could be a book written on Beethoven, where the author has written a paragraph about Beethoven's favorite foods. That author is not Beethoven. Maybe the book wasn't even written when Beethoven was alive. So that's a secondary source. In your research, in the paper you're writing, you may cite or quote both primary and secondary sources.
It's based on, the primary documents in many cases, primary sources.
Our last example.
Primary education is now free in the U.S. It's of tremendously variable quality, right?
Primary education, the first education someone receives. In the U.S., this refers to elementary school. Kids can go to free public school when they're 5.
Primary education is now free in the U.S. It's of tremendously variable quality, right?
Our next word is strategies.
Strategies.
Notice our second T is a flat T. Strategies. A plural noun. Careful plans or methods for achieving a particular goal, usually over a long period of time. Rachel's English Academy has a ton of awesome strategies to help you speak better English. Why not make up a sample sentence about my academy? We have a method, steps to follow. In other words, a plan for achieving the specific goal of understanding American English better and communicating more clearly and confidently in spoken English. Let's look again up close and in slow motion.
Strategies. 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 strategies.
And now we'll go to English for 5 examples.
So the best strategies are going to vary between individuals.
The best strategies, the best way to reach a goal, will be different for different people.
So the best strategies are going to vary between individuals.
Here's another example.
And these are absolutely powerful marketing strategies.
Marketing strategy. The plan a business makes to spread the word about who they are, what they do, and why someone would want to buy their products or services.
And these are absolutely powerful marketing strategies.
Here's another example.
We're innovating around new strategies that can help kids learn.
New strategies, new methods and ideas to help students learn.
We're innovating around new strategies that can help kids learn.
Another example.
And then there are domestic groups. And I think so often the strategies that we employ to fight poverty overseas have equal application here.
The strategies that we employ, this means the plans we make and use, the different ways we try to do something. In this case, the way we try to fight poverty.
And then there are domestic groups. And I think so often the strategies that we employ to fight poverty overseas have equal application here.
Our last example.
Ideas, tips, strategies that you used that have worked.
You may have tried various different strategies for learning English, used different teachers, different programs. Some have worked well for you and others not.
Ideas, tips, strategies that you used that have worked.
Our last word today is resources.
Resources.
This is a plural noun. As a noun, it means something that a country has and can use to increase its wealth. Oil is their only major resource. It also means a supply of something, such as money, that someone has and can use when it is needed. I don't have the resources I need to start a business. This could mean you don't have the money you need, or you don't have the time in your schedule, or maybe you have both of those things, but you can't find the right people. You can't hire the employees that have the skills you need. Let's look again up close and in slow motion.
Resources. 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 Resources.
And now we'll go to English for 5 examples.
And we will need to grow significantly more food using significantly less land and resources.
Less land and resources, like water. How to grow more food with less resources. We'll have to come up with some good strategies for that.
And we will need to grow significantly more food using significantly less land and resources.
Here's another example.
So groups who have more middle to upper class members tended to just simply have more computers and skills and general resources.
More general resources, in addition to computers and skills. Resources can be things like time and access to things. For example, let's say you need to record a video for an online class. Well, lots of people have smartphones, so that's very easy to do. But some students lack that resource. They don't have a smartphone. Or they lack the resource of reliable internet. Maybe they lack the resource of time. They're working 2 jobs in addition to taking that class. These are things that will make it harder to get that video posted to the online classroom.
So groups who have more middle to upper class members tended to just simply have more computers and skills and general resources.
Here's another example.
But that is money and resources that could be reallocated to mental health services, to drug treatment programs, to education.
Money and resources. So money and something else that could be used for mental health services. What is another resource besides money? It could mean staff, shifting some employees from other departments to mental health services. It could mean a building, giving that department more space so they can help more people at once.
But that is money and resources that could be reallocated to mental health services, to drug treatment programs, to education.
Another example.
Frankly, we're running out of resources to continue to extract.
She's talking about linear consumption. We extract a resource. Say we make something out of plastic. We use it, we throw it away. The world can't handle using our resources that way forever. She says we need a circular model. Instead, we have a resource, a supply of something. We use it again and again in various different ways.
Frankly, we're running out of resources to continue to extract.
Our last example.
Lots of great information and resources there.
Lots of resources there. On a website, this can be information on this topic and links to other websites, other resources with relevant information.
Lots of great information and resources there.
Seeing all the real-life examples can really help you understand how to use these words, can't it? I have a challenge for you now. Make up a sentence with one of these words, make a short video of your sentence, and post it to social media. Tag me and use the hashtag Rachel's English 30-Day Challenge. Don't be shy, you can do this. I've loved seeing what you've posted so far. Our next video comes out tomorrow at 10 a.m. Philadelphia time. Come on back to learn 3 more vocabulary words. In the meantime, keep your studies going with this video and check out my online courses at Rachel's English Academy. You'll become a more confident English speaker. And please do remember to subscribe. I love being your English teacher. That's it, and thanks so much for using Rachel's English.